now. If you have a Tesla and you're under 30, you're probably a YouTuber or a TikToker, and over 30, you're a day trader. They also have great YouTube content as well. I'm only going to go over it briefly, like hot versus cold dunk tank.
So this is the cold dunk tank, which is -5 degrees, maybe even colder.
Yep. That's how it is.
5 degree, you want me to go get a thermometer and check, bro? Like, dude, numbers, unless it's like the hearts on TikTok page, I don't like numbers. I just like how hot versus cold just always gets views as well, like no matter what. I remember when Max Mofo did glowing 1,000-degree knife versus frozen -1,000, like not 100 degrees, 1,000 degrees. What's the hottest thing on the planet? Lava.
I am going to eat myself alive. There we go. Yeah, I was just making sure that everything was, in sync properly, because I'm on this new audio driver here. Well, not driver, but mixer audio system, you know. I'm just making sure everything with this works. I like it so far. I mean, I still need to figure out how to get the bus system into stereo, but it's not too bad other than that.
12,000 degrees. Okay.
And that over there is the hot dunk tank. Over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Dang. Yep.
Wouldn't it be frozen if it was -5?
Video dismantled in 15 seconds. Genuinely just amazes me how children eat this up.
Pyrocynical.
Let's have a look at the comment section. That random person who liked my comments, I pray, may you and your parents live more than 100 years. It's like YouTube comments now, I've noticed. They've just devolved into people e-begging, and then people that do this, nobody, literally no one, not a single soul punchline. You know those ones? I definitely would have made the same comments when I was 14 as well, but that is an epidemic. Dear stranger who likes this, your parents will live for more than 100 years. It's actually scary how low people go just to get like some level of likes on the internet. It's like a softcore version of that, you know those things on Facebook, like, oh my god, you've seen this post, now like it or you'll have 7 years of bad luck. It's like a softcore version of that. Like this post or Big Chungus will appear in your bedroom at 3 AM. And then you'll have all the sweats come out as well that just have like the reverse card, so it doesn't even work. Dobre Brothers also played Among Us because, you know, we definitely don't have enough YouTubers playing that game on the market yet. Absolutely no planning went into this video, by the way. Like, it's just the family walking around in an incredibly oversized mansion, and then they just script when people get game ended. I'm gonna leave the Dobre Brothers alone. I've talked about them enough, and they have a fight scheduled with Cody Ko, so, you know, I gotta leave them to it. Hey, pull up the clip of them meeting their fans again.
Colgate Total, #1 recommended by dental professionals. Complete 12-hour protection.
I know they apologized, alright? I know. It's just funny. I will give them credit, though. Like, I've seen pictures of myself at fan meets. I look like a ghoul. Hey. I look disgusting. Clean yourself up, man. There's no ring light to hide behind here. This is the real world. But first...
Will he make it? Not sure. We just injected a dose of season 2, but we're not getting the same results. He'll always be around, but never as popular.
Wait, who's that over there? Ah.
They're a special case, chronic fatigue. Too many YouTubers poking and prodding them. Not to mention the underages lapping as them in the comment section.
Oh, that's terrible. By the way, have you heard of NordVPN?
That's not even a good segue. Why would you bring that up here?
Well, my South African friend, when I go home from work, I always use NordVPN to watch landlocked content.
I don't see how that's really relevant. You're in the hospital.
When I forged my doctorate using the details of someone else, that man probably didn't have NordVPN.
You just knew you've admitted to felony, bro. I don't understand, but you come into my hospital.
And how could he? So much content is region locked. What if I wanted to watch the footy with the lads? But they're only broadcasting it in Norway. Well, now you can. Wait, what? What are you doing?
I'm calling the police. You have no right to be in this place. And more importantly, oh my God, nurse, I need a defibrillator.
You know, I saw him in the waiting room connecting to the free Wi-Fi. And then he became so ill from the 7G waves being emitted from everyone trying to hack into his phone.
That doesn't even make sense. 7G doesn't even exist yet.
Maybe not. But here was a man who didn't use NordVPN. And when he clicked a dodgy link, hackers took his personal information and sold it to Taiwan to create a cyber android version of himself to integrate into society.
Alright, that's it. I'm going to use WhatsApp to call security. I just connected to the free Wi-Fi.
That's right. When I found out my wife was using free Wi-Fi, I knew she was a danger to not only herself, but everyone around her, and abandoned her instantly. This is my face when you don't use the link on screen. For 68% off a 2-year plan with a whole month for free. Seriously, guys, it was one number of 69. Like, come on, try harder next time. Now, another case study is the very, very famous Bella Porch. Now, she's not on YouTube yet, but she blew up on TikTok and now moved over to Instagram. I love video games, music, art, traveling, and anime. I also like drinking water and inhaling oxygen. I like Monster Truck and Fire Truck. Walter. Now, she's known for having, I think unironically, the most liked singular TikTok ever. And that video is just literally her mouthing a song with face tracking. Completely effortless, took her about 2 minutes, but it put her on the map. I also noticed that Millie B, the girl who made the song that's being synced, she's now released a music video with reactions to the TikTok, and half of the video is just straight up censored to avoid copyright. Like, it's just half blurred out. Abella did the thing everyone does when they get one drop of clout. They milk it until the milk becomes powder. It's genius how, like, every video is the exact same, just face tracking filter. Like, even I can do it. Now, I do want to say, as much as I'm renting her, you do kind of have to feel sorry for her, because when you get E-Fame, so many cockroaches just come out of every crevice to get their drop of clout. Like, there's a video of her in LA, and if you're famous to any degree in LA, that gives legal right for 30-year-old men to follow you around and film you.
What do your tattoos mean? Because I know you have like a big ship and stuff like that. Okay, well that's deep, that's deep.
She also used to be in the military too. Apparently, there's some like army vet TikToks, which is quite a weird subgenre if you think about it. I mean, I respect it. You know, if you can get 100 times the income with 1% the effort, like, more power to you. It does make you think, what's the point? Should I stop now? Like, this is technically a filler video, right? Like, facecam video. Like, I've basically done the whole... I moved over to game and film. Should I stop that? Should I stop that and just go back to daily commentary videos? What game did I play? I think it's Prototype 2. Talk about a man being cringe.
Why not, instead of shoving a whole plate of cringe, give you a starter of cringe instead? Something that's short but...
Oh, man. Stuff like this, it just makes me question everything.
Bro, so you're telling me this girl bobbed her head for 8 seconds and got 32 million likes? Well, I'm out here spending hours of my day trying to make artwork for you guys.
Come on, bro, you did him dirty. Nah. It's just the cartoon. Like, I didn't even laugh at the barrage of people laughing at him. I literally just, I lost it at the cartoon boing sound effect.
I'm out here spending hours of my day trying to make artwork for you guys.
The child! But guys, something terrible happened. Bella Porch got cyberbullied. Someone uploaded a TikTok not laughing at Bella Porch, which made her cry. They also threatened physical violence, which, that's not cool. Come on, man. Like, the only time a haymaker should be allowed on anyone is Resident Evil.
George Bush.
See that? That was a reference that wasn't Breaking Bad or Dark Souls. I too am diversifying my portfolio. I also want to briefly talk about a competitive TikTok app that Cody Co covered a couple weeks ago. A Triller, which is taking advantage of the fact that TikTok is kind of on its knees at the minute.
How you doing?
I assume it's going to be another VidMe. You know, they came around when YouTube was in trouble. They were like, we're the competitor guys, and then they shut down.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
But they've come so far to have their own house called the Triller House. There's not really much to say about it, but just look at the size of that shower in the house.
Professionals have standards.
That is the size of an average family home in the UK.
Your shower's kind of small, dude. What'd you say? This is my room.
Why do they all look the same? White people in influencer houses in America, they literally all just look the same. Like, the only thing that differentiates them is their haircuts and the milligrams of roids in their veins as well. You didn't hear that from me. Now, I do want to say, the TikTok invasion, it has also come to the other side of the pond, to the great land of Great Britain. So, people in the UK also have their own TikTok houses now. There's one called the Jet House, and it's actually a fairly small house, a 10-bedroom mansion in Spain.
Alright everyone, here we are, we're at the Jet House. Does everyone want to go on a house tour or what? Let's show you the bedrooms. Woo!
I do want to preface that Cody also reacted to this video as well, so big up my man. But I do want to point out something that Cody didn't. Look at that man's pit stains. He is dedicated to his craft.
Look at his pit stains! He's sweating!
Logan Paul!
As you can see, I have a lovely view of the garden. It's absolutely stunning. It's really good for motivation in the morning when I wake up.
Ah, yes. Window. With view. I mean, I can't blame her, to be fair. Like, a day in the UK with actual sun is like twice a year now.
I'm still loving it. Just put some positive quotes and stuff on the wall. Nice pictures, Mamma Mia style. Yeah.
Women be like, I need a pillow that says live, laugh, love on it. You've also got the Bite House as well, with incredibly high production value TikToks like this. All you could do, literally, just film me drinking water and then slow down the footage, and that could be a TikTok. Where's my 47 million likes now?
Here we are, we're at the Jet House. Does everyone want to go on a house tour or what?
They also did a TikTok with the Joker, but they picked Jared Leto Joker. You know the one with damaged on his, the bad one, yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna kill me, Mr. J?
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
There's another UK house as well called the Wave House. They're probably the biggest UK-based TikTok influencer house I can think of. The house itself is valued at about 5 million quid. British quid, and that same number equates to the amount of phone calls you get of people snitching on you if you're out past 10 PM at the minute. They all do this thing as well where they wear a reflective spiked mask. Like, that's not even your bit. That's Kanye West's bit. He did that like 5 years ago. You're locked in here with me. You got nabbed from Kanye.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Get out.
But their problem is they've realized that they're not based in LA, so they can't be relatable. So to stand out and truly be unique in a very competitive environment, they had to become a crazy cult. I know the mask is the main appeal, but why do they all have white sneakers though? Woman doesn't have sneakers on. Is she leader of cult? So I guess this video is meant to like show the immense wealth that they have. A house that cost several million, a helicopter they stole from the tours in GTA 4. So apparently this house, to build up hype, they'd announce members, but they wouldn't just announce them. They'd make it a huge spectacle with loads of stuff going on. So this is apparently Jimbo H. Boy! Now we've already had someone do Jared Leto Joker, but what if Jimbo H did Michael Keaton Batman? Imagine Batman on his way to stop a crime and he just starts walking like that towards you. Oh my, is that Touch the Light? I think I know this guy. He was a guy that made a video a couple years ago trying to bathe in bleach.
I got my bleach and I'm feeling fine. Hey, about to get lit, boy.
Oh my god, I almost ran someone over dead. That would be kind of funny if I hit someone.
I respect it, man. You get that bag. They also did an entire house tour. So why don't you sit with me and watch some unobtainable wealth?
And obviously we have a ring light because we are TikTokers, because this is a TikTok content creator house. Not YouTube, TikTok. Yeah, you heard it first.
I like how she says TikTok. She talks down on YouTube like TikTok is infinitely superior. YouTube? What do you think? What do you think we are commenting? Only TikToks in this fine estate. Here, we do the funny Batman crouch walk.
This is the gym. This is how they all work out. They have a PT come twice a week actually.
Could you imagine like talking to the personal trainer? So, what are your goals? You know, like what do you want to achieve long term?
I keep being bullied by commentary channels, and I just want to chill them out in public.
Oh, it's fine, bro. You know, I got just the thing for you. Here, anabolic steroids. Take them. In 2 months, you'll have that PewDiePie body. I was watching this TikTok with the water slide and stuff, and I just had instant flashbacks to Morgsfest. I was so happy I did not get inside that event, man.
I'm gonna call it now. This thing is gonna get abandoned in 3 months, like the Hype House.
That's what the kids call epic fail.
You also have the Goat House in Ireland, which recently actually had a name change, getting rid of the word goat.
So everybody's been asking us why we changed the name of the house, and Shauna knows the answer. Yes. This is the title of the YouTube video, Shauna. Do a good answer, please.
I don't like goats. It's simple, plain and simple. I don't like goats.
Well, that's why, guys. In a very honest and direct answer. Thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it. I know this is more of like a kind of filler like video, but there are some people on the channel that still enjoy seeing my my big boy face. I do have some bigger projects in the works. They do just, you know, take a while, and if it takes a while, people complain about there not being enough. Just let me. I got this, alright? It's fine. It's fine. You'll wait 3 months and you'll get an in-depth analysis of Food Fight. We're good.
Now you sure you know what to do?
Who you think you're talking to? Come on. I'm your best friend, Daredevil Dan, the most stunt-flying.
By the way, if any of you actually want to keep up to date on what I'm doing, Instagram is probably the best place, and also the community tab on YouTube. I'm going to start using that more to update stuff. I posted a screenshot of Far Cry 2, because I do want to do a video on that. Me shooty in Africa. Me have fun in Africa. Thank you for watching. Unsubscribe and go away.
previous few centuries, modern history has brought us two ages of grand-scale colonial expansion. First came the Age of Discovery, when the revealing of the New World to the European continent sparked a great grab for territory. The major participants of this land grab having been England and Spain, with France, the Netherlands, and Portugal playing supporting roles, whose impact upon the continents is still present, though dwarfed by the dominant English and Spanish cultures. Brazil, a massive Portuguese colony, being the key exception. This colonial age brought about new riches and responsibilities which propelled Spain, England, and France to not merely positions of leadership in steering European affairs, but rising significance on the global scale. The competition of this period drove empire against empire, while the overwhelming toll of war on both the economy and the recruited populace spelled periods of unrest within what you might call the losers of the competition. Internal turmoil consuming France and Spain especially, laying way for one of Europe's first great struggles against itself, the Napoleonic Wars. The heavy losses of this conflict and the earlier breakaway of the United States from European rule led the majority of Europe to retreat from New World ambitions and instead focus on both domestic and Eastern interests. It'd be here that clashes over economic assets paired with the development of overwhelming new technologies would manifest into an age of new imperialism. The near entirety of the African continent would be divided amongst the European empires. The whole of India and Australia would come under British dominion. And the declining Chinese dynasty would attract the interest of Japan, Russia, Germany, and Britain. Now virtually every major European power, as well as Japan and the US, held their very own colonial realms, but as was the case in the past, these lands came with new responsibilities and new rights.
Alright. Cool. Let's see what's going on. Anything new? Anything new going on? You know, there is nothing. Grooming itself is not okay, you know. But the problem people seem to not understand is that grooming and all that stuff, that is just kind of inherent to humanity, you know. Not saying it's normal, it's not natural, it's not necessarily acceptable, but what I am saying is that it's always going to happen. And people need to quit acting like it's not just something to realize it's going to happen. Alright. Yeah. Looks like this is the kind of thing I might want. Dude, I just want to close mic everything. Hmm. What?
I have some errands to go around.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back soon.
Okay. Let's see here. I already did that today. Okay, live set stuff. Ableton Live Enhancement Suite. I need to install that. Keyboard shortcuts. Control Shift M. Disable MIDI clip loop. Control Alt S. Create arrangement locator, right shift L. Wait. Oh. Plugin menu. Oh. Oh. That's interesting. That's really cool. Oh wait, must be menu. Effects, utility, reverb, EQ, EQ3. Alright, so I'm gonna get to this after I use the bathroom, because I need the bathroom, dude. Oh. 525. Yeah. Alright. Coffee time. Gotta get some coffee. Okay. Alright, I'm back. I'm ready to fucking rumble. Okay. First thing, I kind of had to adjust my audio interface there so I could properly hear myself and do stuff. So categories are added with 1/. Submenus are added by more slashes. Go back one directory with dots. Added divider line with 2 of those. Okay. So with the dots, go back one directory. So instruments, serum, drum rack, effects, utility, reverb, EQ, EQ8. Okay, so this is a submenu. This is not a comment. This is a submenu. I read that as a comment for some reason. EQ8 and then auto pan. Oh wait, okay, so the dots mean that you're leaving a submenu. So then after that, MIDI pitch. Fair enough. Yeah, reverb, that's okay. And then EQ8. Effects, utility, reverb, EQ8. EQ8. I also like that it dynamically updates. That's cool. Cool. EQ8. So let's see here. So can I do a preset? Can I somehow load in a preset, or can I just have a preset? Audio effects, EQ8. Oh yeah, right. I don't want that stuff to show up under effects. Instruments, fuck man, what do I want? what do I want to show up under instruments? What are instruments I commonly use? I literally have an instruments section for that purpose. Clavinet. Together audio Tiki Clav 2. So that should do it. Yeah, nice. Samples, instruments, labs, 64-bit. Helm. Oh. Helm 64. Hammond B3. Organ. Collab B3 X64. So that should let me be able to just... Cool. I don't need MIDI pitch. That is not necessary for me. I use cabinet a lot. I use compressor, just the regular good old compressor, multiband dynamics, spectrum. Cool. All right. Live set. Get out of here. So that part of my live set thing is done. Oh man, I don't like this. Fuck. I fucking hate when it does this. It's so annoying, dude. So annoying. Fucking whatever, dude. Whatever. You know, I thought it would have actually been able to work too, because it worked yesterday. I don't know why it's not working now. I don't know why my shit just refuses to never work, to ever work. It just never works for any reason. It just cannot be bothered. Maybe auxiliary virtual async IO. Maybe that's what I need. But sometimes switching over makes it better. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Cool. Maybe it's actually gonna work this time? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't appear to be working. Fuck. Okay. Test. Test. It appears Ableton is not giving any output. Test. Oh my god. I hate this. Test. There we go. Cool. I don't even know what those mutes do. That's weird. I don't like that. So now I got to figure out what bass guitar, what happens there. Alright, so first thing, I need to see what's going on in OBS. It's so good. I love it. It sounds so nice. Fuck. Dude, I fucking hate the bus system. I don't understand it. I hate it. I should probably mute this so it doesn't have weird phasing. It's so good. I love it. So powerful. I'm a child. Okay. So I got that figured out. So voice meter, bus routing. So it looks like that's what I need to figure out. Two. So it looks like I need to go to page 19. Voice meter buses B1 and B2 are directly connected to voice meter virtual audio. So B1 is connected to voice meter output, and then B2 is connected to AUX. So anything going into B2 is going to work with auxiliary. That makes a lot more sense, dude. So if I want to route it into Ableton, I do B1, and if I want to route it anywhere else, like OBS, I use B1. Each voice meter virtual I/O also supports an async I/O interface able to manage 4 client applications. These 4 possible sources get signal from bus B1 or bus B2, and their outputs are mixed together on the related virtual input, possible PC sound. So it looks like everything going from B2 to Ableton is what I need to be looking at. Recording applications, take care of the loopback. You might have muted outputs or disable monitoring. Otherwise, yeah, I already went through that issue once. I don't want to go through it again. It's annoying. While you are talking, you can tweak your voice in real time. Don't care about that shit. Care about that. I think it's funny that because of like basically skeuomorphism, those knobs have to be referred to as potentiometers, even though they're literally not potentiometers. They're software. It's just really funny to me. This is what part of what I want, special routing options. God, I love these strings. Dude, I fucking love DR high beams. They're great. High beams are so piano-y. Oh, I think that's a B flat. Oh, that's a B flat. There we go. No wonder that was weird. There we go. String orchestra, upright bass, hand technique. Voice meter provides additional routing modes for all buses in order to use the possible 8 output channels in different ways. Mixdown. This button is made to make a stereo mixdown with 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound coming from DVD player or virtual input. Left and right channels, center, sub, and rear are combined to output on stereo speakers. Mixdown A, rear and side speaker, so I don't need that. Stereo repeat. This button is made to use possible 8 output channels with a stereo signal. The stereo signal goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess I need the stereo repeat. That's what it looks like I need, because I want everything to be in stereo. So for the bus, B2, I want stereo repeat, I think. So that should result in a stereo signal. Or so I thought it would, anyway. Oh, yeah, 1/2. That's so funny. Why is that so funny? Cool, great. I'm basically all set up. That's amazing. That was a lot less difficult than I assumed it would have been. This microphone situation, on the other hand, is not quite so easy. It's like objects know how to get on my nerves. Fucking objects, dude. Look at that. It's reverse. It's supposed to be like that. You more directly get my voice this way. Okay. Fuck! Why? Why does it do this? Yes. Today I'm going to be as frustrating as possible for Ethan so that Ethan is in a bad mood. Whatever. Good enough. Good enough. I can't have too high of standards for stuff, because when you buy things kind of cheaply, it sucks, basically. Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Cool. So it does not go into the OBS microphone section because it's going bus 2, not bus 1. Fuck, it's so good. Cool. But I now have to switch my camera. Camera battery. I meant I have to switch my camera battery. I want to make a YouTube video at some point so that other people can skip all the trouble I had. You know, also the latency though, the latency on this tool is very acceptable. You know, it's definitely viable for use in a live performance situation, which is good. That's what I need. I need this to be viable so I can do my Jacob Collier type rip-off shows. Ah, I always hate this part. Ah, I shouldn't play there. Not on that part. Alright, so now what I really need to figure out, though, So I had my fun, but now I need to figure out how I'm going to deal with drums and looping. So let's see here. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. All right. So basically, it seems like what happened. Help. Uh. Oh no. Oh no. Hmm. Okay. So that's more manageable. Maybe that's all I had to do. Okay. Hmm. Uh. Hmm. Oh. Oh, duh. Right. Okay. So bass is gonna be 3/4, guitar is gonna be 3/4, and then mic is gonna be 1/2. Am I monoing this? Oh yeah, I'm monoing that. All right. So let's see here. 3/4 is going. Maybe the problem was. Oh yeah, that was the problem. The problem was that it was in stereo whatever mode. So now it actually works. Now it works. Yeah. Oh. Duh. There we go. Okay. So for the mic, now I want to EQ that. Probably going to be using that for drums. Drum bus, obviously. And then, I see. So, on my audio interface, when I turn it from stereo to mono, that's just for what I can hear. That's just what I hear from monitoring. Utility, mono it, there we go. Okay, so now I need to turn down OBS and I need to test out what the drums sound like. God damn, it needs a limiter already. Or something like a limiter, probably. Yeah, compressor. Alright, cool. Okay, cool. So, alright. So that's just a little demo that I recorded right there so that I can see what's going on there. So it's clearly off by a bit. Oh, fuck. Ah. Fucking hate it when my camera does that. Alright, so the overall latency is 34.8 milliseconds, and that is not acceptable. I guess maybe I can try this. I could maybe try that. I could try the driver error compensation. So your length 4. Oh man. Oh no. Oh. There we go. So there is a lot that I need to work with here. If just hypothetically I want to make this clip not be terrible. This really sucks. Of course, I wasn't trying to make a good one. I was kind of just making one at all, seeing the process. Oh. There we go. All right, but what does that error compensation do though? I want to see that. Cool. All right, let's see what happened. Still a really unacceptable amount of lag right there. That lag right there is not acceptable. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Oh wait. Maybe it's just more clear if you. I hate that so much. Okay. Not warp. Wait, do warp. Okay. There we go. It's like it's basically almost exactly on beat if you actually orient it. Oh, it's so close. So close. Huh? Oh, I turned off looping. Oops. All right. I mean, you basically get it. You get what's going on. A friend told me truth is dead. That is accurate. Yeah, truth is fucking dead. Okay. So clearly latency compensation does not work. Can I turn down async IO super low maybe? Shut up. Shut up, software. Is this gonna just fuck everything up? Ah. Hmm. Oh. That's close. That's almost there, dude. It almost lines up. It's almost as good as standard async IO. Ha! It's so close. It's so fucking close. Whatever. Auxiliary. Dude, it is so close. It's so close to actually being real time. I hate it on this planet. I hate it here. Alright. Oh wait, I do want monitoring there. Shit, what am I gonna do about guitar? I never figured that out. Guitar. That is very weird. I don't know why that is a thing. Dude, finally, I have a fucking setup. Live looping is probably out of the question though if I can't figure something out for compensating for driver shenanigans. I have to compulsively check up on my tabs because I always have a bunch of tabs open. Hmm. I'm starting to think I can't trust not one person, not even my family, in 2020. Yeah. Truth is fucking dead. Ooh, other 2000s issues. Operation Desert Storm on that shirt. Nice. Okay. So, do I want to recreate a track or what? I don't know if I want to. Oh. Damn, that's such a difficult decision. Do I want to do everything? Do I want to do everything in session arrangement view? Ableton automatically. Yeah, go to next scene. Dude, I don't want to have to fucking always do the thing on a MIDI controller. Let's see what's happening on Reddit. We only judge the judge, bud. You're the judge, bud. God, I love mirroring people on the internet, especially when they're fucking, yeah. So I'm just like, it's a D flat 9 chord with a sharp 5. And I'm just like, welcome to Reddit. No, listen. It is very clear, okay? I'm gonna die on this hill, and the reason why it's clear is because if the flat 9 were just a singular extension on a D chord, then it would D with a flat 9. It would be a D with a flat 9 in the parentheses. Oh, Roger Marshall puts his political agenda over Kansas. Like, I fucking care about my state's politics, dude. Oh man, you have to buy it. That sucks. I'm not buying anything. The hand. Are you a JoJo reference? Oh, Ableton. PHPBB. PHPBB is like one of the building blocks of pre-2015 internet. Honestly, pre-2010's internet, to be frank. I can conclusively say that figure out voice meter bus shit, that was a success. Let's see here, calendar. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I gotta start my agenda on Sunday. Fuck. Oh. Oh. Okay, that was scary. Fuck. Okay, you know what? Oh. Ideas for people to contact. Look on Sewer Slut's Twitter. She tweeted about it. I know she tweeted something about it. How the fuck do I just remember random tweets of all things? Why do I remember that? Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Punk Revolution. Revolution. Punk Revolution. I don't know what that is, but look for indie rock, indie and DIY blogs and curators. Year 0001 sounds. Good enough. Probably need to send this one guy an email, actually, who I approached about getting my song on his playlist, but I never got a response. So it appears that I should probably look for that. Note to self: you can reverse engineer the process through looking at 2017, 2019, 2018 blogs, etc. of Sewer's music. With Google Flu. I don't think Google can get the flu. Google is a company, not a person. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Windows sticky notes are so fucking annoying, dude. They don't work. Well, they do work, but the problem is that Windows sticky notes, the problem with Windows sticky notes is that you can never minimize them without going through the process of going over your window, right-clicking, and then minimize. And even then, they don't give you a keybind. I guess you can do Windows down, down, but that's it. I'm gonna charge my watch. I haven't touched my watch in a minute. I miss my watch, and it finally has smartphone notifications, which is really helpful. Oh. Brush my hair on something. Fuck. Alright, cool. So now I need to pee. Ugh. Okay. Oh. Yep. God damn. Okay. Oh, that's how. That's how. You have to rotate the mic thing a bit. How to get Ableton to work with Voice Meter tomorrow. Watch. Let's see if I can get that firmware update installed on my watch. Why the fuck do I have to give this app my location? Jesus Christ. I fucking hate that. Very, very unsettling. Truth is dead, though. My friend Brooklyn said that. She hit the nail on the head there. Because, yeah, truth is fucking dead. Cool. Alright. Got that going. Oh yeah. Already have Ableton open. Oh. 917. My files are so confusing. It's very weird. Oh, Reddit. Nope. My dog really knows how to be annoying. Jesus fucking Christ, the dogs are barking at dogs outside. That's so funny. I mean, it's annoying, but it's funny. Cool. Cool. Now I gotta make the dog shut up so that I have a chance of possibly focusing. Dogs make all kinds of funny, weirdly human noises, though. That's something I like about dogs. You know, GoPro lighting actually sucks. It is not as dark in here as the GoPro makes it appear. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, the dog needs to shut up. Filters. Color correction? Ah, there we go. There, you can kind of make out what I look like this way. You can kind of see. You can kind of see what's going on, but it's not this dark in my room. It's really not. Shut up! Shut up! I don't like yelling. I really don't like I don't like yelling at people or animals. Yelling is terrible. Besides, it's not a very wise strategy to not be calm by default. You should be calm by default. It either makes people underestimate you, or and that gives you more opportunities to enforce emotional power dynamics. Either that, or it gives you the opportunity to have a different kind of relationship with somebody. Because Americans don't like to be very emotionally attached to each other for some reason. Oh yeah, Adam Neely. That's what I was thinking.
In 7/7 flat 9 sharp 9 years old.
Funky. Cool.
To one major 7. Okay, let's break this down, because even though this looks complicated, the chords when they are played next to one another actually don't sound that complicated. And what this actually reminds me of is how Oscar Peterson D triad on top of the E flat and the bass is the 9 sharp 9. Now in context, this chord sounds absolutely beautiful to me. It also kind of reminds from ridiculous in what another very
I don't know why my audio keeps doing that.
use of polyrhythm, but also one that is extremely necessary for the musical expression, can be found in the music. This kind of strange pentatonic sounding scale. Sounds pretty cool to me. It's like a pentatonic scale that's neither minor or major. You can also retune the piano to divide the octave into 7 evenly spaced notes, so it gives you this kind of scale which kind of sounds like the major scale, but not really. Apparently, some people think that traditional Thai music might relate in some way to the 7-tone equal temperament, but
You know, I'm really burnt out. Well, I'm not really burnt out, but I'm a little burnt out on something related to, this video right here, for editing it. I'm kind of burnt out on that, because I ran into how difficult the editing process is, and it's terrible. I have to do so much shit. I have to do so much creative thinking, and I both love creative thinking, but I have to do as little of it as I possibly can for my sanity. Give you violation brain scan. Brain scan. I can transcribe that, right? Oh yeah, I got all this shit I need to transcribe first before I can even work on the video. Oh hell. Huh. So apparently, nobody's made sheet music for Half-Life Alyx yet, I think. Dude, I really like 37 After 6. It's a very nice tune. I really like the harmony that is carried out in the melody. What does this sound like? The 1 minor to flat 6 chords, those are my favorite chords. At least that's one of my favorite sounds. Fuck. So what do I want to do? What do I want to fucking do right now off my to-do list? Work on video. Right. So what would I... Right. I need to fucking transcribe something. Okay. What do I want to do? Nuclear mission jam. There we go. You know what? Transcribing Half-Life Alyx stuff is always kind of fun. I mean, Maybe I'll do that, because it is a challenge for something that I enjoy, which is music, right? Distilleries Inn. Either that or Ending Triumph. One of those two. That is going to be a long haul. Alright, so part of the thing here is that I need to really compress. I need to compress how long this video is going to be, because it's already multiple paragraphs talking about one concept or thing, so it's going to be worse going on. So, context of song. Triage at dawn. Brain scan, triage at dawn. Yeah. Brain scan. Yeah. I took the dog out not very long ago. Same with Yeti. Uh. boo boo da, boo da, da da boo boo da, da da. Ba 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 boo da ba da. Ba 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 boo da ba da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. The Innsbruck experiment.
Ethan? Something secret steers us.
Tracks at Lighthouse Point. Something secret steers us. That is nuclear.
Did your mom say we're gonna go eat with Chris and Chris?
All right. Okay. So, yeah. There's man. There we go. Okay. All right. Yep. Get out of here, retard. Ah. Let's see here. Twitch. Just chatting. There we go. Hi. God, I fucking hate strobe lights. Hurt my eyesight. Hey. Nope. Get fucked. Yep. Nope. 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 No. No. Fuck you. Die. Please. Mans is done for back there. He doesn't know what to do. There's nothing that zombie can do. There we go. Get fucked. That's why you gotta be clever with the health kits. Health kits. I'm out of here. See ya, man. I need a YouTube video going, dude.
Off the top, who kind of springs to mind? If somebody said, you know, oh, who have you played with? Who kind of springs to mind off the top of your head? Just give us a few names.
There are favourites of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there is always a core few people that I mention, and they're people that I grew up listening to in particular. So
Right,
people
yeah,
like
yeah.
Shaka Khan,
Yeah.
George Benson, another one. Smokey Robinson was great. But probably, you know, Al Jarreau may well be at the top of the list because, again, I've got every one of his albums and I used to listen to them all the time, just the record, all the bass parts. So if someone would have said to me back then, you're going to get to play this guy, you just wouldn't.
Pinching yourself to
Yeah,
wake
exactly.
up. Yeah.
So yeah, they're all the people that I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Which was particularly that genre of music, you know.
And was that when you were young? Who were you listening to?
Well, the thing
What
is,
was your influences?
yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I got 2 older brothers, and they both played guitar in their house. They weren't professional, but they just did it for a hobby. So they had albums. That I know there was a couple of Cream albums. There was some Hendrix there. There was a Monkees album as well. But then my dad had a couple of Peggy Lee albums.
Okay, yeah.
And even the Sound of Music soundtrack was there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of Joni Mitchell. So there's all this stuff.
Get fucked. Get smoked. That's what the hat. That's the Persona hat. That's what it says. Get out of here. God. Throwing props out the window is just so fun. Alright. Oh. Alright, get out of here. Nope. I'm good. Yep.
In the house, and Glenn Miller as well. I remember hearing Glenn Miller a lot. So there was quite a lot of stuff going on there. But
were you the younger brother?
Yeah. My 2 brothers are 11 and 8 years older than I am.
Right,
so it's
okay.
quite a big deal. So I was the one that was swiping their records.
You were checking out them playing guitar and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, even though I didn't aspire to be a musician or to play an instrument, I guess subconsciously, being in that environment where 2 of your brothers are playing a musical instrument, it must have had
a subliminal effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Because all my other friends, all their siblings, there was none of them played music. I don't remember hearing music in anyone else's house or any instruments. But so even though I didn't have this burning desire to do what they were doing, I think it was always there.
It was just there. Yeah.
And it just happened further along the line.
And did you start playing guitar first?
No, not at all. I mean, I had a go of it, but it just there's too many strings. You know, it's way too many strings, and they all felt like cheese wire. It felt really uncomfortable. I didn't.
Dave is a big guy. How tall are you, Dave?
6'3".
Yeah, 6'3". Yeah.
Well, it's ironic because now I've got like an Anthony Jackson Federa 6-string bass, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the time it just seemed to be quite daunting. But it was the feel of it. It was just those guitar strings didn't feel good under my hands.
And it didn't feel natural. Yeah. So how did you end up on the bass?
Well, the thing is, I mean, I sang in the choir. That was my earliest thing. I sang in the school choir. And then a church choir for a long time. I was in a church choir for 8 years. So music was really important. So I was singing it way before I played it. But yeah, I when I went to secondary school, I decided I really want to play an instrument. And I like the idea of the trombone for whatever reason. I don't know. Actually, I started off, I wanted to play the saxophone because it was a cool instrument.
Very cool, yeah.
Everybody played it on top of the pops. It looked really groovy. And we went to this school parents' evening where all the sixth formers were playing stuff. And everyone was playing flutes and oboes. And I'm thinking, this isn't going to happen for me. I don't like the look of this. But then there was no saxophone anywhere. So all of a sudden I saw a trombone in the case and I just thought, what is that?
Yeah.
What is going on there? I just loved the fact they didn't have valves and keys and stuff. It was just such a weird looking thing. I thought, that's it. That's it,
yeah.
But then unfortunately, somebody else had already picked it and they'd given it to him. So I got given a euphonium, and I'm thinking, hang on.
Did you stand you? That's definitely not cool.
No, exactly.
Sorry, euphonium players.
Yeah, exactly. So I played it for a couple of months, and then I completely packed it, and I just thought, you know what, the gods are not with me on this. This isn't working out. So I didn't bother after that, and I didn't even take music as an academic subject.
Really?
Because I just thought this isn't.
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And also I started to become good at sport. I was actually always good at sport as a kid, but this was becoming more important to me.
Yeah.
So the only time I ever got an A in my school report was for phys ed. It's the only time I ever saw one. But yeah, so music just disappeared. The idea of playing an instrument like that. And it wasn't until I was 14 and I just thought, I'm really struggling at school here. This isn't at all working out.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I realised if you took up the trombone, which is an instrument that I like the idea of.
Yeah.
On a Thursday afternoon, the trombone teacher comes along and you get to miss double physics.
Oh, fantastic.
So that was my main reason. It was my hatred of physics that pushed me
that led you to the trombone.
Yeah, and so I took up that, and I couldn't really read music that well, but from that first day, something happened. Me and the trombone just clicked.
Yeah.
And me and reading music just clicked. And then I just took up the bass because the school band needed a bass player. And I was feeling quite cocky at this point. I thought,
got some trombone chops together.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bass clef.
Yeah, well, in fact, I could read music. Yeah, and I was having to read 4 clefs on the trombone.
Wow.
Because you play, especially in an orchestra.
Yeah, it goes right up.
Yeah, you're playing tenor alto clef, and if you're brass band, you're playing treble clef. So this was easy. So my brother came to town with me in Wolverhampton to pick up a bass. And started that, and I thought that was great fun. And then my trombone teacher said, if you learn to play double bass as well, if you decide to do this for a living, you'll get a lot more work.
Yeah.
If you play both instruments. And it was the best advice I think anyone has ever given to me.
Really fantastic.
Yeah. I just hope.
How old are you at this point?
So I took up the trombone. I took up the trombone at 14. I took up bass guitar and double bass about when I was 15. So I was still at school. But I was self-taught as a bass player. I didn't have any lessons to begin with. I just bought a load of those Carol Kay bassline books.
Were you just sort of like reading out the Carol Kay books and obviously like listening to records?
Oh yeah. But at the time, and the stuff I really loved was all that two-tone stuff, all things like the specials and selector, and that was pretty cool because Rico Rodriguez, the famous Jamaican jazz trombone, Jamaican reggae and ska trombonist, was in those bands. Yeah. And later on he joined Jules'. So he joined Jules' band. So it was great that he was an influence on me on the trombone.
Yeah.
But just that whole music, I loved that two-tone stuff.
And when did you decide that music was going to be for you?
I think it decided it for me. It wasn't my idea. Again, when I left school, I never thought for a second that this was going to be a job,
a career.
I was doing.
What were you going to do?
I don't know.
No idea.
No, I haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't that great academic at school, so I left school with no qualifications. I was always a good athlete, and I love basketball. I still do to this day.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a big San Antonio Spurs fan. Watch it all the time. So I was hoping that I was going to try and get something to do with sports, but then again, because I'd had no qualifications, so I didn't even know how you would do that. Say if you wanted to be a sports teacher or anything like that.
Yeah. You obviously needed the qualifications to do that.
Exactly. And so the truth of it is, I didn't have a clue. I was just completely bewildered of what was going on.
Yeah.
And it was my trombone teacher that started to. He said, "I can get you work." And at the time, there was a shortage of. There wasn't many bass players around.
Yeah.
Like now, they're everywhere. Yeah. They're coming out the woodwork. But at that time, they really weren't, and there were fewer bass players around that could read. Yeah. That could play both instruments, that could improvise.
So when you started playing professionally and getting gigs, it was on the bass.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I did some stuff on the trombone. I mean, I was in bands. I mean, I played in like a band doing Earth, Wind and Fire type stuff.
Oh, fantastic.
And I was in the horn section of that.
Yeah.
It was original stuff, but it was of that type of music.
Yeah.
And so I was definitely earning money as a trombone player, but it was just small bits. But then it was when my trombone teacher said, "Listen, I can get you a lot of work as a bass player. Every band needs a bass player. Not every band needs a trombone."
And what kind of gigs did you start doing?
Well, the thing is that a lot of it was there was theatre work. I did a lot of theatre work.
Were you like 16, 17 at this point?
Yeah,
straight out of school.
Yeah, exactly. And but I did some. I got called to do some radio sessions, some TV jingles, a couple of TV adverts and things like that. And because I grew up in the West Midlands, so there was the Pebble Mill.
TV show.
And I used to do a lot of gigs at the Birmingham Repertory Theatre and stuff. So yeah, it was. I didn't really play in bands as such.
Yeah.
I think because I could read so well, people were calling me more for that. The fact I could double and I could read, so I wasn't playing.
So you didn't kind of work your way up. You actually sort of like slotted right in.
Yeah, I'm working my way down now. Actually,
you started working pro on TV and theatres and stuff like that straight away. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
Exactly that.
And that was in obviously the Midlands with near Birmingham. When did you decide to move to London?
Well, the thing is, in between that, I used to do a lot of work on cruise ships, and that was a lot of fun. And apart from, I mean, it was just a great life experience.
Yeah, me too.
I was getting to work with a lot of great players, but it was just seeing the world.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe you go on those ships and your mind just does that.
Yeah.
It's just.
Totally taken out of your comfort zone at home and just. And
it was just the best thing. And for me, those couple of years I did on the cruise ships, that was like almost my university.
Yeah.
Because one, I was playing with all these great players, but two, one of the first trips I did was on the QE2, and I was 10 weeks on the QE2, and we did Southampton to New York, backwards and forwards. And I'd always wanted to go to America my whole life. So this was in '84, so I was 20 at this point.
Yeah.
So I went to New York, went to all the music shops, went to Manny's, got my first fake book. And they were called fake books then, not real
books. We were
books.
talking to Phil Mulford yesterday, who was on the QE2, and he said he got his first fake book on that trip. He said he got to New York.
And I remember going, and there's a jazz saxophonist called Julian Arguilius. And Julian was in the same band as me, and we went there to manage together to get our fake books. And you couldn't even buy them over the counter; they had to put him in a brown paper bag.
Yeah. Phil said he paid somebody. He said he disappeared and came back with a fake book.
It was bizarre.
That felt 48th Street, right? Is that right?
Yeah. I can't remember, but I don't think he's there anymore. But yeah, and it was the best thing. And we tried to find any jazz clubs we could find and record shops, and we were just buying.
Had you just fallen in love with the entire industry at this point? Were you just like, this is me?
Oh yeah. I just thought we're done now. This is I'm going to stick.
I've come home. Yeah.
So I did about 3 other cruise ships. Again, we travelled all over the world. And one of the best experiences I had was on. It was called the Cunard Princess, and this was in '86.
Yeah.
And they had a jazz cruise come on there, and it meant that we didn't have to work. We had the week off, while all of these fantastic sort of world-acclaimed jazz musicians came on there, and all we had to do was to sit and watch and listen. And we had Freddie Hubbard came on there.
Wow.
Larry Coryell came on. George Shearing came on. Ramsey Lewis came on.
Oh, fantastic.
And check this out. And I've actually got photographs to prove it because I took some pictures.
Yeah.
Ramsey Lewis had, so him on piano, drums, and he had a bass player. And the bass player was a very, very young Bill Dickens.
You are kidding.
Wow. Bill the Buddha Dickens.
Bill the Buddha Dickens, yeah. He's still knocking around now. He lives in Chicago.
Oh, yeah. But he's got a Ken... Yeah, he's got a Ken Smith. I think it was like an Anthony Jackson model. It was the Ken Smith with where the control plate is brass.
Yeah, it's on the front.
It's a big brass plate and there's loads of switches. And I remember here in Sixth String, and I just couldn't believe he was just outrageous. I mean, just all that bebop stuff, and I'm just sitting like 2 feet away from him, you know. And this is all we had to do. And Carmen McRae was on there, and yeah, all of these fantastic players. And that for me was because I always loved jazz anyway. I always aspired to want to play that more than anything else.
What were you when you were on the ships and things like that? Were you practicing it all, or was it just a lot of working, a lot of gigs?
No. Well, there was a couple of us in the band that were more conscientious than the others.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So the others, I think, were just in it for more of a laugh.
Yeah.
Which we were too.
Bit of a booze up.
Yeah. But for me, I always wanted to improve and develop and evolve as a musician, and I still feel like that. And I think a lot of that stems from not being very successful at school. I still have a real issue with that I didn't do better. Because like now, I would love to, if I could go back in time, I'd love to go back to school. And as opposed to be the kid at the back saying, please don't ask me anything, don't pick on me.
You'd be the guy at the front asking all the questions.
And my hand would be up like this, please ask me, because now I became so studious.
Yeah.
And it's like Jules, the same thing. It's your education begins when you leave school. So yeah, that was. So yes, I used to try and practice all the articles.
What guys were you listening to at this point? I can remember when you got the gig. I can remember thinking, "Wow, not heavy to get that." Not like obviously a great gig, but just in terms of like, you need to do a great job.
Yeah.
You know, you need to do a really fantastic job.
Yeah, you realise that the spotlight is on.
Yeah.
You know, and there's an expectancy there,
yeah.
Which I was used to the spotlight being on, and I was used to kind of doing, Hyde Park with Annie or something like that, or doing the TV show, Good Morning USA or something like that, and kind of doing those things, but not in the same way, not with the same focus.
Yeah.
So that was a different feeling, and there's the hardcore fan thing.
Yeah.
There's that thing of being accepted not by necessarily the bass playing community, but the Jamiroquai fan base.
Yeah. Which is ginormous.
Which is ginormous and very passionate. And you kind of, I just kind of thought the only way I'm going to win them over is to win them over.
Yeah.
In performances.
Making it feel good.
So that's kind of, yeah. And I kind of think, I like to think that did happen, but I know that there was animosity initially. From fan.
Did you feel like there would be when you went into it? Was it kind of like, did you think I know that some people would be like, oh, I'm not sure, or was it a surprise?
I think parts of it were a surprise.
Yeah. You're like, wow, these guys are really passionate about this stuff. I'll tell you what
did happen. I remember on the very first run of gigs, which was in 2005, around about May 2005. So we'd done some things like in Japan, we'd done a couple of big kind of TV gigs, and we'd done a couple of things for broadcast in studios from Olympia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we went and did some big festivals, and we did a thing in Croatia. And we did this at Roman Amphitheatre, and the floor is little stones, little pebbles.
Oh yeah.
And I remember walking out, and for the first half an hour, I was getting pelted by little stones.
Really? That's evil, isn't it? That's evil.
So, and I'm kind of, there's two, no, I wouldn't say there's two sides to me, like trying to sound like kind of schizophrenic, but I like to think of myself, and I'm, I don't really want to fall out with anybody, but there is a side of me that will only take so much.
Pick up and start throwing them back. Yeah.
And so I was kind of like, it kind of made me feel like, okay then. If I see anybody who's going to do that, I'm going to be down there.
Yeah.
And they're going to be eating those stuff. I'm not always like that. But
I know it's totally human to be like that.
At the end of the day.
You're from Sunderland, mate. Yeah. What do you look for in a bass player when you're hiring one? You've got a session, right? You get a call. You need to put a band together to do the session.
This is the Scots
podcast, and I am your host, Scott Devine. This podcast is brought to you by the Scott's Bass Lessons Academy, the #1 online learning platform for bass players that want to take their bass playing to the next level. Hey, how's it going? Scotty from Scott's Bass Lessons, and welcome to episode 5 of the Scott's Bass Lessons podcast. How are you all doing this week? I've just got off holiday with the family, had a great time away. Unfortunately, I did catch the motherload of all viruses on the last day, so I'm kind of suffering through that now. I'm feeling really, really grotty at the minute, so hopefully I'll get rid of it for Christmas and I'll be able to get stuck into all the good stuff, the food and the drink and everything else. I'm also super excited, guys. I've got to tell you that I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Huge Star Wars fan. And obviously this week, or when will you be listening to this? So you're listening to this on Monday. The Force Awakens was released. Okay, so it was released only a few days ago. I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping to go down actually today. I was even considering putting the kids to bed, and I know my wife she's got a busy day tomorrow, so she's going to be going to bed early. And there's a cinema near our place that's got a 11:45, 12 to midnight showing. I was thinking about sneaking down. So after everybody's gone to bed, I'm going to sneak out the house for some serious Star Wars action. Anyway, guys, well, thanks for listening anyway. Hopefully you're enjoying these podcasts. Today we're speaking to Warren Hewitt. So Warren Hewitt is a great friend of mine. He's a top LA producer, engineer, songwriter type, and he's worked with the likes of Aerosmith, Daniel Powter, James Blunt, and a host of other artists as well. And he's just one of the most talented producers that I've ever worked with, really, because he's not only fantastic behind the desk and fantastic at songwriting, he's also a great musician as well. He's a fantastic guitar player. And in this episode, he really, because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, he's not a bass player. I'm not sure whether this episode's for me. Trust me, we really, really get into the nitty gritty because, in fact, in a future episode, I talk with Sean Hurley, who's played with John Mayer and Alicia Keys and tons of film dates and things like that. And when I was speaking to Sean, he dropped a bombshell. He said, Scott, honestly, most of the gigs that I've got up until, to date, I've actually got them through the recommendations of engineers and producers. If you think about it, where are the record companies going to go? Where are the artists going to go? Where are the tour management companies going to go when they're looking for a bass player? They're probably going to go to the producers because the producers and the engineers